Hello guys, this is Mr. Kareem from Tala and Noor International Schools, and in this video I'm gonna cover another part about the grammar pointer that you will be asked inshallah in the next quiz. So if you remember in the previous lessons we were talking about comparing adjectives. Okay, so this lesson is also related to the previous one. The title here is, as you can see, comparing with more. So simply we will also compare between two things, people, or places, but we will use the word more. If you remember in the previous lesson, we said that we will just add er to the adjective to compare between two things if the word is short or has only one syllable. Okay, like for example, tall will be taller, big will be bigger, and so on. Okay, but in this case, or in this lesson, we will just use the word more to compare between two or more things. Let's see. For the comparative of most one and some two syllable adjectives by adding er to the word, like softer, quieter, and harder. You remember this is the first rule that we already studied. Okay. For the adjectives of more than two syllables. So if the adjective has more than two syllables, I mean if the adjective is long, has a lot of letters, so in this case we will form the comparative by adding the word more, as you can see, in front of the adjective or before the adjective. For example, you can say more emotional, more colorful, more common, and so on. Another example is like more expensive, more beautiful, and so on. So if the adjective is long or has more than two syllables, so you have to add more before the adjective to be able to compare. Let's see some examples here. Okay, this basketball game is more exciting than last week's game. So here he is comparing. As you can see, the adjective is exciting. So of course it's a long word and it has more than two syllables. That's why he added the word more before it. So you are not able to add er. This one will be incorrect, of course. We will simply add more. Okay. But number 3, this week's crowd is bigger than last week's. Why here we didn't choose more, guys? Because of course the word big or the adjective big is only one syllable. It's a short adjective. That's why we will just add er. And the rule that it ends with a consonant before it a vowel, that's why we duplicated the consonant. Okay. For example, number 8, these padded seats are more comfortable than the old wooden ones. So here the adjective is comfortable, okay, which means like relaxing. So as you can see, it's a long adjective and it has more than two syllables. That's why we added more before it. We are not able to use er because it will be very difficult to say the word. Can we say comfortable? It's very difficult. That's why more comfortable is the best answer. I hope this one became clear for you, and let's go to the next lesson. Okay guys, so this is the next lesson. The title, as you can see, using more and most. When using the comparative form in the sentence, do not add er and more to the same adjective. Okay, so you can't say, for example, more creative. No, of course, because here you added more and you also added er. This is not allowed. You have to use only one form, to add er to the short adjective or to add more before the long adjective. So the correct form should be more creative, as you can see here. Okay. Number 2, when using the superlative form to compare more than two things, do not add est and most at the same adjective or to the same adjective. Most helpfulest. Of course, this is incorrect. Why? Because we used most before the adjective and we used est at the same time, and this is incorrect. You can't do this. You have to use only one form. So you can add most before the adjective, like this, most helpful, and this one will be correct, of course. Okay, let's see an example here. San Antonio is one of the most interesting sites in Texas. Here he made a very big mistake, guys. He added most, okay, as you can see, and also he added est to the same adjective, and this is incorrect. How to fix this problem? You will simply remove the est and keep it as the most interesting sites in Texas. Why he removed the est? Because interesting is a long adjective. It has more than two syllables. That's why it takes most before it as a superlative adjective. Okay, I hope this one is easy for you. Thanks for watching. Take care.